We'd ride that old Ford down to the farm, windows down, son on his arm. He'd hum a tune I never knew, and all the things as we passed through. Didn't talk much, didn't waste air, but I always felt him thinking there. Like maybe every mile we drove was setting down something he owed. He grew tomatoes big as fists and picked them soft with careless wrists. Said some things ripen just in time and others rot while looking fine. I'd laugh and think it's just old talk, old farmer wisdom on a walk. But later when some folks turned strange, I remembered how his tone would change. He knew something I didn't, but he never said it plain. Kept it in the way he stood. When the clouds began to strain, he touched the brim of his old hat, and I swear the air would shift. He never called it nothing dark, but he knew what needed lifting. We'd fish in silence most of the day. He'd pack ham sandwiches wrapped in gray. We'd sit through soaps back at the house, him tapping rhythms quiet as a mouse. And every now and then he'd frown when someone cruel would shout folks down. He'd mutter, "That ain't how we win," and flip the dial to as it's been. At church he stood like stone, I'd show, just mouth the words he seemed to know. He'd close his eyes at certain hymns, like the Lord was speaking just to him. And on the ride back home he'd say, "You gotta watch who don't bow to pray, not 'cause they sin, but 'cause they fake. Some hands don't ache when they break bread, they break." He knew something I didn't, something hidden, slow and wide. He watched folks' steps, not what they said, and weighed the ones who tried to hide. Never rude, but always still. He'd tilt his head and let him spill, and I just eat my sandwich there, not knowing he was in a prayer. I'm the one who drives alone across a place that ain't my own. And sometimes when the wind feels wrong, I hum his tune, that half-lost song. And something in me starts to brace, like I'm about to see a face that don't belong. But where's one? Well, he taught me how to tell. He wasn't born to chase the fight, he just refused to leave it right. The fence got fixed, the dog stayed near, the field stayed quiet year to year. But that wasn't just luck or sun, that was work he never spun. He tended more than roots and seed, he kept the land from things that feed. He knew something I didn't, still don't know it all the way. But when the light falls flat and strange, I feel the shape of what he'd say. Not in words, but in the pause, and how he'd sip and check the claws of storms that pass behind the trees and leave me here, remembering these. But now I know, we watched the land and watched for signs, and kept the witch between the lines.